The Pacers looking like they could walk straight off the bus and onto the runway. A great fashion sense on this crew. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. Well, Greg, neither of these clubs playing very well right now. Two teams that desperately need a win.
Tonight is huge for these two, and a winnable game on the schedule for either side. So whoever wins tonight will feel a lot better about themselves.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. The guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Neesmith is out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Turner in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the Hornets, the guard pair, Ball and Rozier. The forwards are Hayward and Washington, and it's Williams at center. Tip-off goes to Charlotte. And here is Ball. Turner with the steal. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
Ball against Halliburton. Left side, Ball. Over in the corner, Rozier. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. Pacers with the rebound.
And the Pacers finished 25 and 57 last season, their worst record since the mid-'80s. Indiana deciding to go young, and with that comes growing pains.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim, that's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's Washington. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And last season, a tough one, Indiana, with their lowest winning percentage, Greg, in over 30 years.
Yeah, but I loved how they approached the end of the season, bringing in Tyrese Halliburton, playing a lot of the younger players, planning for the future.
Now, here's Ball. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Hield. Indiana with a new shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Turner's length causes defenses all kinds of problems. I mean, he really uses that length extremely well to draw fouls.
And there's no question Miles Turner is one of the NBA's best shot blockers.
Kevin, he's led the league multiple times in block shots. And if you look at his per-game averages, man, very impressive. I think he's put himself in the conversation for one of the most prolific shot blockers of all time if he can sustain it for a few more years.
First free throw is good.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
And he makes both free throws. And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
Hey, Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter have had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks. Shows you how special Turner's all around is.
Here's Halliburton following the bucket by the Hornets.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Williams passes the ball. Back to Williams. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
And that one is good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Ball. Williams inside. He's against Turner. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Ball.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton inside the three-point line. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Now, that was nasty. Absolutely nasty. Halliburton looking like a street baller with that kind of dribble move. Major handles.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now, here's Rozier. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. They get the rebound. Ball with the bucket.
Boy, nice work that time by LaMelo Ball to follow the miss of his teammate. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty either.
Here's Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Hayward. Here's Washington, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, it's a nice sight to see Washington attacking inside. Just making the defense foul.
Charlotte shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Charlotte, P.J. Washington. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. During last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Cody Martin comes in for Gordon Hayward. Oubre's checked in for Terry Rozier, and it's Dennis Smith in for Ball, and he's able to get it back. Here's Brissett. That one, no good. Great D that time from Martin. Charlotte in the lead. To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Can't leave anybody open around Smith. I mean, he finds them quickly. Love his court awareness.
The Pacers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Mathurin. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Hornets have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Pass to Richards. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Oubre passes to Washington. 5 on the clock. Here's Smith. And no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Aston Morrow. Indiana moving it around. Here's McConnell. That's tipped. Now here is Martin. He's covered closely. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA. Feels lucky they found a new home.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Oubre.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but There's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
He doesn't get the second one. Clark, the hallmark of Oubre Jr.'s game is instant production. How hard is that?
Well, I tell you, it's very difficult, but some guys are wired to be just that. Microwave scores off the bench. He does it. I mean, it's not easy, but he's fearless, and he's got a lot of game, which lends itself to him excelling in that role.
So the Pacers called timeout, their first of the game.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
For your Honeybee.
Pacers trail by 6. Will it go? The rebound by Richards. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Now the pass to Richards. Missed inside. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Martin with it. Pass to Washington. Smith with a wide open look on the 3 off target. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Hornets lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
16. The Pacers. 12. That's right, fans. Here are your...
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hornets.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. Williams is out there with Hayward, and it's Oubre in at the 3. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Now here's Hield, following the miss by Miles Turner. Goes up again. Missed it, even after all those chances. Here's Neesmith. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Now, here's Ball. Oubre, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Greg Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. On the Pacers with possession here. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college. That scared some teams away, but boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
The first one falls.
And the centerpiece of that Sabonis trade last year, Halliburton looks like a future star.
So consistent and mature for a young guy, Greg. That's what jumps off the page at me. Knockdown shooter, clever playmaker, and continues to put the work in to get better every year and bring his teammates with him, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
The feed now to Hayward. Williams trying to break free, tries again, and it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And it goes down 2 points.
Rozier plays within himself and doesn't typically force shots offensively. He's got a nice smooth stroke from mid-range.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Hornets leading by 7. So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
For the Hornets, they have the memory of 2 straight play-in game losses hanging over their heads. That's a tough way to end any season. It should be fuel and motivation for them.
Let's give it up for him, fans.
Oubre bounce pass. Here's Rozier, and he jams it with authority.
Tell you what, Rozier is sneaky athletic now. He is no stranger to making plays above the rim. He's a heck of an athlete.
Clark, do you think losing a play-in game 2 years in a row has a lasting effect?
Oh, I think it definitely does, Kevin. Has to leave a bad taste in your mouth. To come so close to being part of the playoffs like the Hornets have is tough to handle and swallow. But it also, on the flip side, can serve as great motivation.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And continuing to press their advantage. They're not taking their foot off the gas.
Shot's good by Turner.
Beautiful looking jump shot by Turner. He isn't shy about rising up from there.
And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chris Duarte is checked in for the Pacers. Hill comes in for Halliburton.
Pacers substitution.
Hornets leading by 9.
George Hill.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Hayward can't hit. The Pacers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And the basket by Hill.
George Hill.
Now ball. Tipped away. It's stolen by Hill. Pass to Hield. Right side Hill. Shoots over ball. That one off the back iron and out.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Williams. B.J. Washington comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Bouknight comes in for Ball. And Indiana making a change here. Nemhard's checked in. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Rozier. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
One of the things coaches like is aggressive players. And Rozier is that in spades.
Here's Nemhard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Terry Rozier.
Wow. he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
It's his first trip to the line.
Going to the line, shooting 2.
First free throw is good. This state of Indiana, Clark, they are crazy about the game of basketball, aren't they?
Yeah, hoops is part of the DNA of the Hoosier State. Drawing huge fans for high school games, college games. They love the college hoopsters, and at the pro level, the Pacers and Fever both have loyal and strong followings.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, pass to Bouknight. And Bouknight slams it in.
Room service dimes are fun to watch coming from Dennis Smith, an unselfish point guard and a solid passer.
From the baseline. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Hornets now going the other way.
2 minutes.
The pass to Washington. Martin kicks to Smith. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. And the third team foul.
1:49 left to play here in the half. Smith against McConnell. Shot clock at 5. Releases. And it's Smith missing. Pacers trail by 11. Passes it to Nwora. And he banks in the layup. Nwora's got his first basket.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defender.
Indiana. Jordan Nwora.
For Charlotte, they had made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
At the line for Charlotte, Dennis Smith Jr. taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Boy, the speed and shooting Smith possesses is dangerous. I mean, a speedy point guard who continues to get better.
And he sinks the second. And the Pacers with possession here. It's a 10-point game. Buries the long-range jumper. Nwora's got 5.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Hornets leading by 5. Pass to Bouknight. 52 seconds left in the first half. Here's Washington. No good with the layup.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Bouknight, and the Hornets miss again. Pacers trail by 5. From the wing. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
Foul charge to Indiana. Andrew Nembhard. Second personal foul.
The Hornets have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6.
At the line for
and the first one at the line is good.
James Bouknight. 2 shots.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. McConnell against Smith. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Charlotte basketball.
Knocks it loose. Halliburton with the steal. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with their lead.
With the score.
Thanks very much, Gordon. How important was it to come out strong in the first half?
The Pacers.
Extremely important, especially against a team like this. We got to be solid on defense all game. No transition buckets. So the start of the third is going to be huge.
That's where a lot of games are won. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas?
The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even, and they kept it close, trailing by, at the most, 4 points. Taking a look at the Hornets, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
It's been an aggressive approach for them at the offensive end. Getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
It's pretty simple. They took care of the ball, they made smart passes and limited turnovers. I'm sure they talked about it coming into tonight. We'll see if they can keep it tight in the second half, though.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Miles Turner in this one.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. The guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Neesmith is out there with Miles Turner, and it's Hield in at the 3 spot.
One of the things Rozier does best, attack, going right at guys.
Pacers trail by 8. Hield with it. Williams picks him up. Now, here's Rozier. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 7 rebounds in the game. Rozier against Hield. Halliburton for 3. Poked away, and they recover it. Pass to Neesmith. Shoots over Washington. He hits it from 9.
Halliburton has such a really good feel for the game. He knows exactly how to get his guys to step up.
Ball surveying the defense. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ball's got 6.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead. Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
And the pass to Ball. That misses off the back. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Pacers trail by 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Hayward goes in. Ball with a wide-open look. Drops one in from the wing. And it's 8 points for LaMelo Ball.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
And how exciting it must be to have LaMelo Ball, Clark, on your team.
Kevin, clearly one of the most exciting guards in the league. The anticipation was through the roof for Ball, and needless to say, I think he's lived up to it.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Hield with the bucket.
And what a show of agility by Hield, getting around the contact there and right to his finish.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. They've led by as many as 11 points. And the foul on Chris Forte. That is his first foul of the game. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Washington. And a change for the Pacers. Nembhard's checked in. On defense, the Pacers. They trail by 6.
Really one of the reasons why Hayward's been a max player. I mean, he can stretch the floor because he knocks down threes.
Driving the lane. Nembhard's shot is good.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Charlotte leading by 7. Ball, the pass to Oubre. Here's Hield. Lays it up off the glass. Hield's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Ball dishes to Hayward.
You know, after suffering a grisly foot injury in 2017, nobody would have blamed Gordon Hayward if he walked away from basketball entirely.
For Charlotte, they have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Nick Richards, he's checked in for Ball.
And, you know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
And that one drops. Nembhard's got 6.
And what you admire about Hayward is his resiliency. He's had to battle to get back on the floor, and boy, is he still playing.
All credit to him, Greg. I mean, he's still contributing at a very high level, and just the sacrifice and the journey he's taken coming back from injury to be as productive as he is now. I mean, this is a guy you can still count on to get you big buckets when you need it. He's a real quality wing player.
Here's Oubre. The Pacers making the shot. Shot clock at 6. Rozier for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Hill. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Foul charge to Indiana.
Some changes for Charlotte. Martin's checked in for Williams. And Bouknight comes in for Rozier. The Pacers also with a sub. Bora checked in. Outside, Martin. Passes it to Hayward. Fades and shoots. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Here's Nembhard. He's got 8. More on. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Oubre, right side. Back to Hayward. Puts one up from 19. Basket good. He's got 9.
Hayward's got such a quick release on the catch and shoot. Even before the ball gets to him, he's already making up his mind when he's going to let it fly.
Pacers trail by 5. Here's Nembhard. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Hornets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Bouknight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
George Hill. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots in the game right here.
For Charlotte, James Bouknight. Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Booknight. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Pacers trail by 7. Here's Mathurin. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. Neesmith has got 8.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Booknight with the rebound. And Charlotte turns it over again.
Indiana.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Hornets.
Coming onto the floor for
Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. All alone. A nice shot by Neesmith. Neesmith has got 8 points here in this quarter. Hornets lead by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here is Booknight. He has 5. Here's Mathurin. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Neesmith. The Pacers making a change here. And so he hits both. 8 seconds left to play in the third. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
It's Hornets ball. Pacers foul call. Miles Turner. Second personal foul.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Hornets ahead, they lead by 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. Oubre out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And it's Ball penetrating.
Hey, this mix of agility, instinct, athleticism, Ball able to drive right in for the big throwdown.
McConnell passes to Neesmith. Stolen by Washington. Oubre kicks the ball. It's Washington high post. Over in the corner, Rozier. 6 to shoot, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Hornets making a change here. Hayward's checked in. Chris Duarte is checked in for the Pacers. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Halliburton, and good, he nails it.
The pull-up, a really big-time weapon for Halliburton. Makes it really tough to guard Tyrese.
Here's Rozier. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the Hornets now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Out to Hayward. Jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. Halliburton against Ball. Pass to Duarte. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They lead by 4.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Shot from the low block. Offensive rebound. Shot's good by Turner.
Miles Turner.
Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Back to Ball. Outside Williams. Ball against Halliburton. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. To tie it up. Neesmith, the pass to Turner. And it's all evened up. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, when Turner gets it rolling now, he can be a dominant scorer.
And the Hornets call time here.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball was the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Got a moment. Let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing, but it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break to take the lead. Duarte shot good. And the Pacers lead by 2.
I think they've looked a little more settled since the break. They had trouble getting into a flow in that first half, but their shooting's been a lot better here in the second.
Now, here's Rozier. Williams inside. Turner covering. The shot by Hayward. Wide open. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Pacers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Count it. Good. Halliburton's got 4 this quarter.
What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Hayward on the wing. To the right side. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Pressure gets to some people, bothers them, but not Washington. Tremendous concentration in that big moment.
And he gets the bucket. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. A nice shot by Neesmith. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pacers.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steal.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
And the Hornets making a change here. Oubre's checked in. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Washington. Over Neesmith. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Neesmith, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And Indiana making a change here. Wara checked in.
Jordan Nwora at the line for Charlotte. P.J. Washington at the line for two.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within two. Smith checked in for Indiana. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
You gotta love his hustle, giving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now, here's Ball. Shoots over Turner. Moves back up. Out that one to Indiana. He's been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Williams.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're in front by 2. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jackson, he's checked in for Jalen Smith.
Substitution, Isaiah Jackson.
Halliburton drives in. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. He was all alone on that one. Oubre's got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Kept alive. Yes, that goes in. And the Hornets lead by 2.
And really at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play. And you know my motto, persistence pays dividends.
So it's the Pacers now, following the bucket by the Hornets. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
Personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for Charlotte, Gordon Hayward, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Here's Mathurin. And they'll get another chance. Jackson. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
And so they foul intentionally.
First personal
So
foul.
the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, I tell you, I like Ball's mental makeup for such a young guy. Plays with patience and the wisdom of a 10-year vet. And he produces in every area.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're behind by 8. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Now, here's Melida. So it's Charlotte picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Safely, and we hope to see you again at the
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, then we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.